Yo, what's good? Imagine a world packed with crazy diversity in how long creatures live. You got beasts like giant sea turtles, like that dude Jonathan from St. Helena chillin' for over 190 years. Then you got whales like the blue whale or bowhead whale living past 200 years. And get this, some sharks like the Greenland shark can hit over 400 years. But on the flip side, you got critters like mice or rats, who barely make it to 4 years, or tiny fish like tetras, living just 3 or 4 months. So what's causing this huge gap in lifespans? Welcome to Ask Away. In this episode, we're diving into the question, why do living things have such wildly different lifespans? If it's your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Every living creature, whether it's animals, birds, or sea critters, goes through this thing called aging. Aging's when your body's functions start slowing down, like your heart, lungs, or even your brain. The main reason: your cells lose their juice to regenerate properly, or they just start dying off bit by bit. Over time, these cells get old, meaning they can't do their job as fast or as well as before. Your body starts breaking down, and that leads to diseases or, well, the end. This happens to pretty much every creature, but here's the big question. Why do some animals like whales or turtles live for centuries, while others like mice or bugs only last days or weeks? What's to sit in this huge difference in lifespans? Scientists who study this stuff came up with a wild idea called the billion heartbeat hypothesis. The deal is every living thing gets about 1 billion heartbeats in its lifetime, and when those run out, it's game over. The difference comes down to how fast those heartbeats go. Take an elephant, for example. Its heart beats super slow, so it takes forever to hit that billion mark. That's why they can live 70 or 80 years. But a mouse? Its heart's racing like crazy, so it burns through those billion beats in just a few years, topping out at like 4 years. This idea might sound kinda basic at first, but it opens the door to something way deeper: metabolism. Metabolism's all about how much energy your body needs when it's just chillin', like to keep breathin', digesting food, or running your brain and nerves. Think of it like gas in a car. A car that sips gas goes way farther before running out. Same with creatures. If their metabolism's low, they use less energy and live longer. Metabolism's tied tight to body size. Big animals like whales or elephants have a slower metabolism compared to their huge size, so they live way longer. Like the blue whale, the biggest creature on Earth, can live centuries cause it burns energy super slow. On the other hand, small critters like mice or bugs have crazy high metabolisms, so they use up their energy fast and don't live long. But size ain't the only thing calling the shots. There's other stuff at play too. One big factor is predators. Small animals like mice or rats are easy snacks for all kinds of hunters. In the wild, a mouse barely makes it a year, even though it could hit 4 years in a safe spot like a lab. Why? 'Cause it's basically a buffet for cats, snakes, or hawks. A mouse barely gets a chance to live its full life out there. But big animals like whales or elephants, good luck messing with them. A blue whale's got pretty much no natural predators, so it gets to live long, grow, and have babies over and over. Another huge factor is fighting off diseases, especially stuff like cancer that comes with aging. Every time a cell in your body regenerates, there's a tiny chance something goes wrong with its DNA, which can lead to cancer. Big animals like whales and elephants got a dope trick. They've got extra copies of protective genes that stop those mistakes. If one copy gets messed up, another one steps in, keeping diseases like cancer at bay. That helps them live way longer. But not every creature follows this rule. Some are straight up weird and make things super interesting. Like birds live way longer than mammals the same size. Take the African gray parrot. It ain't that big, but it can live up to 50 years. And Amazon parrots. They can hit 80 years or more. Bats are another wild case. Even though they're tiny, they can live over 40 years, while other mammals their size might only make it 10. The secret with bats: they pump out antioxidants that protect their DNA from damage caused by fly-in, which burns a ton of energy. Those antioxidants also shield them from viruses and keep them healthy overall. The environment's a huge deal too. In cold places like the deep Atlantic or the Arctic, some creatures live insane lifespans. Greenland sharks can hit over 400 years, and quahog clams can live past 500. And get this, glass sponges in the Antarctic can live over 10,000 years. Just so we're clear, those sponges are animals, not plants like some folks think. The trick. Cold environments slow down heartbeats and metabolism, which slows aging like crazy. Cold spots help creatures use less energy, so they live longer. But it's not a guarantee. Like dogs show crazy variety even in the same environment. A Great Dane, weighing up to 150 pounds, only lives about 7 years on average. But a Chihuahua at like 8 pounds can live over 20 years. That shows size and environment ain't always the full story. There's other stuff at play too. Like lifestyle. Animals in stable spots like deep oceans deal with less stress from stuff like weather changes, food shortages, or predators. That gives them a shot at living longer. Some creatures got unique tricks too. Turtles got that hard shell to keep predators away, letting them live longer in safety. Bats use hibernation, a deep sleep mode, to save energy when food's scarce, which stretches their lifespan. Reproduction's a big deal too. Animals that pop out babies fast and in big numbers like mice usually don't live long cause they put all their energy into macking babies instead of growing or lasting long. But animals that reproduce slow, like whales or elephants, invest in building strong bodies that fight off diseases and live longer. A blue whale, for example, reproduces super slow but lives long enough to make new generations in its chill environment. There's tons of wild examples in nature. Red Sea urchins in the Pacific can live over 200 years if they dodge predators and diseases. Black coral in deep oceans can hit over 4,000 years, making it one of the longest-living creatures on Earth. Even tube worms in cold ocean spots can live up to 300 years cause of their super low metabolism. And that giant turtle, Jonathan, we mentioned earlier. He's the oldest land animal alive, clocking in at about 190 years. His secret? A mix of low metabolism, a tough shell, and a pretty stable environment. But then you got critters like dragonflies, living just a few weeks cause they burn energy like crazy while flying and hunting for food. Dogs are a dope example of variety in the same species. A huge Great Dane up to 150 pounds lives about 7 years. But a tiny Chihuahua around 8 pounds can hit over 20 years. It's not just size, genes and lifestyle play a big role. Smaller dogs like Chihuahuas got lower metabolisms and deal with less issues like joint problems that big dogs get. In the end, how long a creature lives comes down to a wild mix of stuff. Body size, metabolism, environment, disease resistance, predators, lifestyle, and even how they reproduce. There's no one-size-fits-all rule, cause every species got its own vibe that makes it unique. That's what makes the animal kingdom so damn cool and full of surprises. Got a question that's got you stumped? Drop it in the comments and we'll try to tackle it in the next episode. If you like this, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you catch all our new stuff. See y'all in the next one.